Hi. Welcome to Math Den, a series of math topics tutorials. This covers algebra, geometry, trigonometry, probability, statistics, calculus, and business mathematics. Today's topic is the evaluation of piecewise functions. How to evaluate a piecewise function. Let's recall the definition in form of a piecewise function. A piecewise function is a function composed of two or more functions with domain restrictions or intervals. In other words, every function in the piecewise function has its domain interval. In order to evaluate a piecewise function, understand first each function and its domain intervals. For example, we have this piecewise function. Understand first the functions involved and the domain intervals. This is the first function, f of x equals 1 plus x. The domain interval is x is less than -2. It only means that the only included values of x here are those less than -2. Those values are -3, -4, -5, and the rest of negative numbers, up to -infinity. Next, this is a second function, f of x equals to 4 minus x squared. The domain interval is x is greater than or equal to -2, but less than or equal to +2. It only means that the only possible values of x here are between -2 and +2. Those values are -2, -1, 0, +1, and +2. Lastly, the third function is f of x equals to 1 minus x. The domain interval is x is greater than 2. It only means that the only possible values of x here are those greater than +2. Those values are +3, +4, +5, up to +infinity. Now that we understand the given piecewise function and its domain intervals, we can evaluate the function for a given point or condition. For instance, evaluate f of -3. Meaning, what is the value of the function if x is equal to -3? -3 belongs to the first interval. Therefore, evaluate the first function. That function is f of x equals to 1 plus x. Substitute -3 to x. Then simplify the answer. 1 plus -3 is -2. Therefore, the value of f of -3 is -2. Next evaluation. Evaluate f of +2. +2 belongs to the second interval. Therefore, evaluate the second function. That function is f of x equals to 4 minus x squared. Substitute +2 to x. Then simplify the answer. 2 squared is 4. And 4 minus 4 is 0. Therefore, the value of f of +2 is 0. Another evaluation. Evaluate f of +3. +3 belongs to the third interval. Therefore, evaluate the third function. That function is f of x equals to 1 minus x. Substitute +3 to x. Then simplify the answer. 1 minus 3 is -2. Therefore, the value of f of +3 is -2. Another example. Suppose we have this piecewise function. Understand first each function and its domain interval. This is the first function. f of x is equal to 3x. The domain interval is x is less than -4. Meaning, the only included x values here are less than -4. Those values are -5, -6, -7, up to -infinity. This is a second function. f of x is equal to 2 minus x. The domain interval is x is greater than or equal to -4, but less than or equal to 0. Meaning, the only included x values here are between -4 and 0. Those values are -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0. This is the third function. f of x is equal to x minus 1. The domain interval is x is greater than 0. Meaning, the only included x values here are values greater than 0. Those values are +1, +2, +3, up to +infinity. Now that we understand the given piecewise function and its domain intervals, we can evaluate the function for a given point or condition. For instance, evaluate f of +4. +4 belongs to the third interval. Therefore, evaluate the third function. That function is f of x is equal to x minus 1. Substitute +4 to x. Then simplify the answer. 4 minus 1 is 3. Therefore, the value of f of 4 is equal to 3. Next evaluation. Evaluate f of -6. -6 belongs to the first interval. Therefore, evaluate the first function. That function is f of x is equal to 3x. Substitute -6 to x. Then simplify the answer. 3 times -6 is -18. Therefore, the value of f of -6 is -18. One more evaluation for this given. Evaluate f of -4. -4 belongs to the second interval. Therefore, evaluate the second function. That function is f of x is equal to 2 minus x. Substitute -4 to x. Then simplify the answer. 2 minus -4 is the same as 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Therefore, the value of f of -4 is 6. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more video tutorials.